gods keep the wolves in the hills and the women in our beds.
Hey! Is this heaven? No. It's Iowa.
So help me if any of these bastards punks my kid.
You know what? What are you gonna do, Walter?
Huh? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? The mayor.
Well, hello, Section Monkeys. Welcome back to Sky Gene Experience. I'm Ben. We're going to be talking about Mayor of Kingstown. If you're not familiar with Mayor of Kingstown, it's on Paramount Plus, and TaylorSheridan, he created this. And if you don't know who TaylorSheridan is, he created Yellowstone, 1883, Sicario 1 and 2, Hell or High Water. That's TaylorSheridan. This is another creation that he came up with, and it's about the prison system in Kingstown, Michigan, which is it has to be near Detroit. It just has to be, because there's 7 prisons in like a 3-mile radius, and this whole town of Kingstown, that's their industry, that's their business, that's their money. It's from the prison system. You're either, you work for local PD, you're in the prison yourself as an inmate, or you work in the prison as a civilian, like a correction officer. So this whole town is all about the prison system. First off, this is very, very, very adultish. Very adultish. It's hard to watch. There's some scenes where you're like, wow. Normal TV back in the day, they would never touch this. But this, with new streaming sites, there's harder, like, rated R stuff to watch. And this is very up there where no kids should never ever watch this. I'm telling you right now. It's like Copland on steroids, and the HBO series Oz, the prison. Moments like that, it's very adultish. For me, I absolutely love it. Not love it, because there's some scenes where you're like, ooh, that's rough. I don't love that stuff, but I love how, like, it's very corrupt, police corruption. It's a lot of those themes in this TV series. Along with the corruption, you have, like I said, it was the police corruption, but then you also have the corrections. You have the system, how that's corrupt. Pretty much how you deal with themes of, like, inequality and systematic racism. Yeah, fuck, I did not pronounce that right at all. In this town of Kingstown, you pretty much got your local gangs. You have the Crips, and you got, like, the white supremacy race group. It's kind of like the Aryan Brotherhood. And then you have the correction officers. And then in the middle of all of that, well, and you also have the Hispanic groups and their gang. You have the, blacks with the Crips, like I said. So you have all these little circles of groups, and they're all, like, fighting each other. And you're wondering, what's the story of this? And the story is called Mayor of Kingstown, which means the mayor of Kingstown is really, he's not the official mayor. He's like he's just not the official mayor, but he is the mayor of Kingstown, to the point where he's like the liaison in between all these groups. So, like, when the Cribs and the Whites have an issue in the prison or out of the prison, the mayor is the one that comes up with deals. All right, hey, look, I'll give you 10 chickens for the 3 cows, so to speak. Example. But I'd say, for example, would be like, hey, I'll let you smuggle in 1 package of drugs if you promise not to kill this guy. It's very corrupt like that way. And it's awesome because if you love the prison system, they talk a lot in lingo about the prison system, because the corrections officers are talking with the mayor about what they should do, and it's all the lingo. So it's really cool because you're, like, digging in hardcore into the prison system and how it works. The tone, the atmosphere throughout this whole series is very dark. It's very dirty. There's small amount of humor. Like I said, it's tough to watch. It's very, woo. You watch this shit and you just, like, man, you just want to go on a rage. Like I said, the mayor of Kingstown is the McLusky. So Jeremy Renner, he is the main guy. It's through his point of view, his eyes throughout this whole series. He is one of 3 brothers of the McLusky family. And their father is the one that invented this whole mayor liaison character, and the sons are following that perfectly in the father's footsteps. The wife, the mother of the mother of the three boys, she is a teacher in prison, and she does these speeches when she's teaching classes of history, mostly Native American history, because TaylorSheridan is all about giving the Native Americans a realistic, the truth, honest point of view of Native American. So when the mother, McLusky, is doing her speeches, it draws you in. I love that about this series. Essentially, like I said, the mayor of Kingstown, he is there to bring order and justice to a town that has no order and no justice. And it might take you a hot minute to kind of get that clicking, but once you get around episode 2, episode 3, you start to realize, okay, this is what the mayor's job is. And it's crazy. I'm telling you, it is crazy. I've already seen the whole season. I'm doing it one more time because I'm going to do this episode as everything you need to know before you watch it. I'm going to do a review about the pilot. And then after the pilot, I'm going to do just a season review. I'm not going to do episode by episode like I did with 1883. There is a second season of Mayors of Kingstown that's coming out February 2nd, I believe, next year. When that does come out, I will do an episode by episode. But since it's already out, I'm just going to do a whole season review. But right now, this is just everything you really need to know before you watch. And yes, there's nudity. There's boobs. I know someone's out there that's like, hey, is there boobs? Yeah, I'm telling you, this shit's dark, dude. It's like, it's hard. There's some scenes, I'm telling you, before you watch. There's some scenes where it's like, ooh, they went that far and they kept going. Alright, sexy monkeys. If you watch it, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, don't let your kids watch this. I highly recommend not. Adults only. Alright, sexy monkeys. I'll see you all later.